Minecraft has been out for over 15 years, and the only things we have to drink is water, milk, and mundane potions? It's pathetic. So I decided to fix it by adding a fully functional, highly questionable alcohol brewing system. If you remember over a year ago, I added over 50 of these unique drinks to the game, but now I've separated them between bottles and cups and added special types of barrel taps, allowing you to become a master bartender. There have also been some quiet updates that I haven't made videos about, but people have been using, like Milkshakes and mead, which uses honey. I'm going to be trying to make a drink as fast as possible in survival, so let's get into it. I didn't expect to spawn into such a desolate snow wasteland. But I guess we're gonna have to do with what we're given. There's some trees over there, and we could use them to get some starting equipment to make our first brew. And since we're close to a taiga, it looks like we might be making absinthe first, which is a green type of drink that is very strong and could last for a good amount of time. I have a datapack called Dungeons and Taverns installed, which should let us find some kind of tavern. That is not a tavern, but that's gonna be really useful for us for making a cauldron, and let's explore this out. I might as well craft those while we can. We gotta get 16. But I'm gonna get more than that, obviously. There's iron over there. Look at this dead rabbit. Good old rabbit. Sand means we can make some bottles. Bucket. That's really important. I should make a drink using the firefly bush. That could be really interesting. The cauldron, when there's no fire block below it, allows you to drop a water bottle inside. Make sure it's a water bottle with water in it, and then you drop it in. It does nothing. But then, if you drop 16 fern, as I've shown before, you're going to see some of these particles going to convert into fermented fern. The next step is, I only have one cauldron right now because I'm poor. The next step is to place this cauldron on top of a fire block. It can be campfire, soul campfire, magma, lava, or just normal fire. Make sure you have a bucket this time. Drop the fermented fern, but when you see these bubbles going, that means it's distilling. So now, wait for green particles and a sound to play. Since the campfire is the cheapest one, it actually makes a problem because it has some smoke and it makes it a little bit harder to spot. And you can see the bottle will change models if you're using the resource pack, and I think I messed that up a little bit. So I got 4-star absinthe. This is actually really awesome, and I'm not going to drink the full bottle of absinthe. I will save it for now. But that was a demonstration of the first steps of normal drinks. But we don't have enough sugarcane for rum. Now I'm going to run around, find a tavern, to place a special new block in. Using the barrel, place it in the middle, and we put some logs like so. Flip those real quick. There we go. The brewing barrel cannot be placed normally. So let's quickly find ourselves a new home in order to place it. I've just found this tavern over here, which is perfect because it's a spruce tavern. Campfire already here, so we could already start making some good renovations. Pumpkins are actually used for, I think, pumpkin beer, which also requires wheat. It needs to be 4 blocks, like this. Then you get your brewing barrel. It goes in the middle, and it should look like this. Inside, there is a GUI, where there's 3 slots where you can age things. Oh, that was scary. The new thing is you could turn this into a tap barrel. So I'm going to take this out first. If I switch to a pouring barrel, you could actually see it's got a little tap thingy. When you switch to pouring, as you just saw, the absinthe actually fills up the barrel. And if you're not using a resource pack, you could see 4 out of 4. 4 cups can be filled with this. Using a tripwire hook for people who don't use the resource pack, but definitely use the resource pack because I put so much work into it. Anyway. Place a item frame with a empty bottle, and it will actually fill up. And now you have an actual cup of absinthe. So every bottle can become 4 cups with this system. It's beautiful and it looks awesome. And if you want to keep the liquid going in the correct color, then just keep the thing in there, and it could be for decoration. I found some sweet berries and I've planted a couple of them. Now we could actually make some wine. How you age it, what kind of blocks you use for aging will determine the kind of wine you're gonna get in the end. And aging takes a long time, so the sooner we start it, the better. The fermented berries, this time I'm gonna try to get the best reaction time possible. I really have to focus. Oh, that was the most noob move I could have had. I just made 3-star wine because I only did it when the model changed. That was such a blunder. I think I'm gonna have to get drunk. Oh, that was Getting drunk at 3 stars is not the best experience. but it's not going to last very long, so it should be fine. This time, I'm going to have to be way more focused, guys. Stop slamming the door. This villager is the most annoying thing in the world. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 4 stars! Oh, almost. I'm going to get rid of all the doors. Nobody deserves doors in this place. Okay, we got some wine. Now we just put the wine. We have to wait a long time for this to age. I'm gonna actually speed up the game. Wine actually needs 8 days for its first effect. And as you could see, we have pine wine. But this is not fully aged. It's only aged for 8 days. And if you want the final pine wine, then you actually have to wait another 8 days. There, it has a brown color. This is what happens when you age wine inside of the spruce block barrels. And you could use cherry for cherry wine, bamboo for some panda wine. There's all kinds of stuff. Now that this wine has aged, we could place it in here to fill up the barrel with pine wine. And the thing is, if you take this out before it's empty, it doesn't actually empty. And you have a special looking model for your glass bottle, which is really fun for just decoration in the background or holding. Yeah, let's fill this up real quick. And here we have some pine wine to drink. This is 4 stars, so it shouldn't kill me right away, but it is some nice effects, and wine actually gives you a little bit of regeneration, which is really nice. Drunkenness can be super random, can be mining fatigue, could be moving around randomly, could be anything. Alright, so if you milk a cow and have some milk, and then take the wine cup and the milk bucket and swish them really fast, you'll start hearing a shaking sound, which actually lets you turn your wine into a berry cream swirl, which is a type of milkshake. If you had any effects active, it will do the effects of milk, of clearing all those. And they look really nice with this stick going out, and there's one for every base drink. But if you do it with not a base drink, then you're gonna get some chunky kind of soup. Pretty disgusting. If you want to use invisible item frames, there's a command for it that I'll give you. But there's also probably packs that lets you craft them on your survival world. Definitely looks much nicer with an invisible item frame. And for aging, it would be sick to make all kinds of wine cellars or whatever cellars you need with all the types of wood, including bamboo, and of course, for the very special Pharaoh's Curse drink, you actually are going to need to use sandstone for aging. So I'm going to open these chests, and they actually have every single possible drink in the game right there displayed, and I'm going to just run right through them. If you want to pause and see the names, it's pretty sick. And I intend to add way more. Then there's cups, versions of every kind. If anyone has any suggestions for kinds of drinks, make sure to leave it in the comments. And in the next update, I'm intending to add cocktails, which are going to be one-of-a-kind special mixed up drinks that have a theme to them. And it would be cool to run some competitions where you could make your own model and idea for a cocktail and people can vote for it. If you've been on my Discord server, you could see me randomly posting some sneak peeks in the lab. And I'll see you in the next video.